He's been sleeping up until the point he heard the camera beeping. Hello, and welcome, fellow fiber freaks and crafty critters. It's me, William, back again from the spare room. Tyler is being a wild beast today. There he goes. Please ignore the squeaking. He was sleeping up until I turned the camera on and it started beeping, and now all of a sudden he wants... Anyway, quick update. I've had a headache all month. I'm over it. I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's squeaking. There he goes. He just went tearing out. He'll come running back in and bark at me. He's been doing it. Got the zoomies, I guess. Okay. So I cleaned up my room a little bit. Hopefully to speed up the shelf building. Hopefully. We can only hope. Quick update. Did I say that? This is just going to be a quick update. I haven't really been working on a lot. There's something I am going to be working on. My youngest offspring has requested it, so it has been started. I will not show you. But I cleaned up my room. Moved the totes. Brought out my table. My plan is to get the table cleaned off first before... I was going to say before I started a new project, but that's a big fat lie, because the blanket I was telling you about that I had the yarn for, the yarn was on top of the totes. I had started, and I'd worked on it a little bit, because it's just like, just a simple stitch. It's mind-numbing. Like, I can watch TV or videos or whatever, and I have to think too hard and just go about doing it. Sometimes when I have a headache and I want to crochet, I just want something that I don't have to think too hard about. I can just... Anyway, so my plan is I have to work the next 2 days.
You record?
Yes. So I have to work the next 2 days. So I'm not going to get a lot done. 12-hour shifts. I don't get a lot done. So I just want to update you right now. My mother-in-law's birthday's this weekend. Probably could take her out to eat. I hope. I like Applebee's. It's where she wants to go. So I have a couple of things on my table that I want to get done. One, the sweater. I couldn't, so real quick, let me show you. Oops, well, everything's going wrong. It's all going wrong. I am not prepared. So when I was at work this weekend, I worked this weekend. And like I said, one of the machines, well, technically 2 of the machines were down. They didn't have orders, but they do the same exact thing. The same exact orders go on those 2 machines, and then the one machine's broken. So I had one machine that I stared at, and it took like 6 hours for anything to happen. It was a very boring night. I was staring at a machine for 6 hours, at least. I think 5 when I jacked up the speed to it. So, if you look on the middle diagram here, the sleeves, it's supposed to be like up higher, not right in the middle. But when I laid it out, you can tell they're up higher. So that's where the sleeves go. Just holding it up like this, it looks like the sleeves are side by, like, directly in the middle, but they're not. So that was my mistake. So, I figured I'd finish what's on this table. I have that one blanket with all the mini granny squares, not mini, with all the granny squares I have to sew together. Well, there's a big hole. They like came apart because it was one of my very first projects that I made for my eldest offspring many moons ago. And it just came apart. But I found the yarn that I had used, so I can put that together. And I'm gonna put this stupid blanket together with the pieces. I guess whip stitch. Hope for the best. See, I like Yarnspirations because they have free patterns. And I like free patterns. But I like Etsy better, honestly, because if I buy a pattern off Etsy and I have problems figuring out how, I can always email the designer, which is usually the person selling the pattern, and say, hey, what do you suggest? What stitch would you suggest to put this together? Honestly, a lot of their patterns are very detailed, and it will tell you, hey, use this stitch to put together. Okay, so blanket, and then the sweater. Put the sleeves on the sweater, and then well, first I have to do this project for my son. Now that I have the room cleaned up and the table set back up, my youngest is probably going to come home for the weekend, and I'm going to have to move everything out of the way so I can put the bed down, because it's usually what happens. So sadly, I have nothing new to show you, really. I just wanted to give you a quick update. I haven't really been doing a lot because my head hurts. I'm so tired of my head hurting. And it hasn't been raining the past couple of days, so I just think I have, I don't know. I don't know. But I have decided, it's been, by the 3 people that watched my video, well, 2 people. The third one has no choice. It's the person that edits this. Hi. Shout out to you. But just from the other 2, Kim and the Hubs, that when I do go to use my little wheel, it will be 50-50. 50 finished projects, or half, it'd be 4 finished projects and 4 brand new projects, and then hopefully it's not a Christmas blanket. My husband and I have been married 6-7 years, maybe 6 years. I don't know. We've been married for a few years. The very first Christmas, I found this Christmas pattern, this Christmas blanket pattern, in a like Crochet World magazine, and he's like, ooh, this would look nice. And I said, oh, it would. Well, I could do that. Let's read through the pattern. So we bought all the yarn for it. I have all the yarn for it in my closet. Yes, by the way, all this yarn here, I have more in other rooms. That closet there is actually packed full of yarn. If I were to open the door right now, yarn would probably come tumbling out. I have 4 boxes. It's a big, I have a lot of yarn. And my dream is for it to all be on the shelf back there, but I don't think that's going to happen, honestly, because I have a lot. We can hope. Okay, so, what was I talking about? I don't know what I was talking about. Okay, so I guess that's it. I guess I'll talk to you again when I have an update of any kind. So push every button there's to push, and I might disappear from your life forever if you don't. Which some of you may be sad if that happens. Some of you may be glad if that happens. I still don't. Okay, toodles. Bye.